Okay, welcome to Bedford County and Blair County Free Press. I am your host, the bad guy reporter, and I would like to thank the individuals, the reader that sent me this. Got this in the mail today. This long sleeve shirt, the bad guy with the wolf. So thank you to who sent this to me. I know who you are. They announced themselves. We're not going to say who they are, but want to thank you for this shirt. Currently in Bedford County, it is 45 degrees, and in Blair County, it is 43 degrees. So, let's see. Well, we'll do the weather as we usually do. So this weather report is sponsored by Engel Property Rentals. Engel Rental Properties, covering 2 states and 4 counties. Over 100 locations offering single-family homes, townhomes, apartments, and condominiums. More than 25 years in the rental property business with 24-hour emergency services. Never settle for less. Call the G-Man for your new home at 814-934-1379. That's Engel Rental Properties. Okay, so for the rest of the day in Bedford County, it will be sunshine and clouds mixed, high 45 degrees. So that should melt some of the snow out there. Thursday, which is tonight, Thursday night, a few passing clouds, low of 28 degrees. Friday, cloudy with rain developing in the day, high of 41 degrees. Chance of rain will be 80%. So the outlook over the next few days will be Saturday, partly cloudy and windy at 38 degrees. Sunday, partly cloudy, 28 degrees during the day. And then on Monday will be cloudy and 29 degrees. So it's fixing to get cold in Bedford County. So for Altoona, today, sunshine and clouds mixed, high of 44 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy skies in Altoona, low of 28 degrees. Friday in Altoona will be cloudy early with periods of light rain and snow later in the day, high of 41 degrees. Chance of rain will be 90%. And the outlook over the next few days in Altoona will be Saturday, cloudy and 39 degrees. Sunday, partly cloudy, 26 degrees during the day. And then Monday, PM snow showers and 27 degrees. So there you go with that. We do have, we're going to check these. We're going to check the 2 counties here first, and then we have some criminal charges found in district court, a few of them in Bedford County, and then a few in Blair County. And yes, there is some reports for Bedford County as far as the police. So if you're tuning in right now, we'd like to thank the individual that sent the bad guy reporter this nice shirt. So it's a shirt with a wolf on it. So, and it says the bad guy. So I dig it. So, okay, so we have 11 reports here in Bedford County. So let's see here. A DUI occurred on, gotta get this larger, on October the 14th of 2023 on Cortland Road, West St. Clair Township. Victor Jimenez. So, okay, so 22-year-old Victor Jimenez of Fishertown apparently got He was operating a 2008 Chevy Malibu. The vehicle traveled off of the roadway and struck the guide rail, and the vehicle went down an embankment and then struck a tree. He is being charged with driving under the influence of alcohol and or a controlled substance. So, there you go with that. And it looks like a possible assault occurred on January the 4th of 2024 on Lincoln Highway, Snake Spring Township. State police were transporting 47-year-old Crystal Hoffman of Elton, Pennsylvania. We had already reported this with her mugshot, but state police were transporting her to UPMC for a blood test after a DUI investigation. And Hoffman was uncooperative and kicked a trooper in the groin and then in the knee. Hoffman was arraigned, and as you know, she was placed in the Bedford County Jail because we have her fantastic mugshot. An overdose occurred on January the 9th of 2024, Lincoln Highway, Bedford Township. State police responded to a report of a possible drug overdose involved with an individual inside, I guess it says, a 2004 Chevy S10. The involved individual regained consciousness on the scene. They did not give a name, but a police report was filed. Okay, it looks like a one-vehicle crash occurred on January the 2nd of 2024 on Plank Road, Hopewell Township. 65-year-old John Pebble of Hopewell, operating a 1998 Dodge Ram 2500. The vehicle traveled off of the roadway and proceeded to strike an embankment. After striking the embankment, the vehicle proceeded to roll onto its driver's side, where it came to a final stop. The operator of the vehicle was not injured, and it is the operator of the vehicle was removed. Okay, so the vehicle was removed by a local towing service, and it does not state whether the operator of the vehicle, which is 65-year-old John Pebble, is being charged. So good afternoon to Devon and Amy. Your snow's all melted? No. I'm looking out there, but it's getting there. But our snow is not melted yet. Okay, and we have another one of those false alarm things. On January the 4th, on O'Reilly Auto Parts on Lincoln Highway, Snake Spring Township, they were cited for 4 false fire alarms within the last 12 months. So to all those out there, it is illegal to have a false fire alarm going off. You can only have so many within a year. So O'Reilly's Auto Parts on Lincoln Highway, Snake Spring Township, they were cited for having 4 false alarms within the last year. That was another one, but they didn't give any information. A false alarms occurred on, I guess the last one would have been November 27th of 2023 on Commerce Court in Bedford Township. That is all the information that they released on that. Okay, and it looks like another vehicle crash occurred January 7th of 2024 on Covered Bridge Road, East St. Clair Township. 34-year-old Josh Feathers of Imler was involved in a vehicle crash in operating a 2011 Kia. The operator was traveling too fast for the snow-covered road conditions, and he began to lose control of the vehicle. The vehicle then slid across the westbound lane and onto a snow-covered roadway of the westbound lane, and then the vehicle continued to slide onto the edge of a steep drop-off on the roadside, where it rolled onto its roof one time before coming to a stop. The operator of the vehicle was not injured and will be charged for careless driving. Another vehicle crash looks like occurred on January the 6th of 2024 on Center Lane, East St. Clair Township. 26-year-old Chelsea Schroyer of Clearville, operating a 2003 GM The vehicle shifted into neutral and began to drift away without an operator. Okay, this crash occurred as Doug Conrath, 27-year-old Doug Conrath, was working on the vehicle in a private driveway. The vehicle shifted into neutral and began to drift away without an operator in it. The vehicle rolled north towards an embankment. At that point of impact, the vehicle's front bumper struck a boat that was located at the top of the embankment. The vehicle then continued to travel north down over the embankment where it struck a group of trees with its front end. So there was no driver in it, but they got listed as other of 26-year-old Chelsea Schroyer and 27-year-old Douglas Conrath. Schroyer's from Clearville, Conrath is from Bedford. So that's that, I guess. Okay, another vehicle crash, it looks like a vehicle crash occurred on January the 6th of 2024 on Racetown Road, Hopewell Township. 18-year-old Marcus Burkett of Woodbury, operating a 2010 Mercury. The operator was traveling too fast for the snow-covered road conditions, causing him to lose control of the vehicle. The vehicle then began to slide sideways onto the road. Okay, the vehicle began to slide sideways onto the northbound lane of the roadway. The vehicle then struck a utility pole with the left side of the vehicle before coming to a final stop. The operator was not injured and will be charged for the crash. A drug possession occurred on January the 5th of 2024 on I-99 North in East St. Clair Township. State police stopped the 2015 Subaru Legacy for speeding, and 21-year-old Michael Garza of State College was in possession of a small amount of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. So, okay, that's Bedford County. We're going to check Fulton County. We do have some criminal charges filed in district court. So Fulton County, there was some reports today. So this is McConnellsburg. So I am not Ubering at this time. I had a doctor's appointment, and the doctor said I was not dying, at least not today. So apparently everything turned out good. A DUI fatal crash occurred on October the 11th of 2023, Lincoln Highway, Todd Township. This is what it says. Okay, yes. On the above date and time, State Police McConnellsburg were dispatched to the location for a two-vehicle crash. It was determined that the operator of unit number 2, 61-year-old William Schaefer of Chambersburg, was pronounced dead at the scene. On January the 10th, 81-year-old Merle Hovis of McConnellsburg was placed under arrest for homicide by vehicle, involuntary manslaughter, accidents involving death while not licensed, and other related offenses. So, 81-year-old Merle Hovis of McConnellsburg has been charged with homicide by vehicle stemming from an incident that occurred in October of 2023 where the victim, William Schaefer, 61, of Chambersburg, had passed away. Okay, so another vehicle crash. Is this a vehicle crash here? An incident crash occurred on New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2023, Lincoln Highway in Brush Creek Township. 25-year-old Waylon Brennan of Breezewood, operating a 2005 Chevy, was traveling eastbound on Lincoln Highway, negotiating a left curve, lost control of the vehicle, and drove off the right side of the road. The crash occurred at the 12 o'clock position, and Unit 1, which is the 2005 Chevy, struck an embankment. The vehicle continued to travel east at for approximately 60 more feet until it came to a final stop. The operator of the vehicle 25-year-old Waylon Brennan fled the scene before state police arrived. No injuries were reported to state police, and of course, Mr. Brennan, Mr. Runner Man, is being charged for the crash. A theft occurred on September 11th of 2023, Lincoln Way West in McConnellsburg. State police responded to the location for a theft of some personal items belonging to a 32-year-old male from McConnellsburg. Why they waited so long to release this information, we have no idea. But the incident occurred on September 11th, and they released the information today. That's it for McConnellsburg. Now let's check Blair County. Yep. There is a report for Altoona area. So let's see what this is. Why is my shirt moving? Because my legs are moving. Are you okay with my legs moving? Is that okay with you? My legs are moving. I'm moving my legs, so my shirt's moving. I don't know. Does that annoy you or something? Okay. Looks like a vehicle crash occurred January the 9th of 2024 on US 22, Allegheny Township. 23-year-old Kellen Smothers. I don't know if he's related to the Smother brothers from years ago, but he's from Altoona. He was involved. He was operating a 2017 Honda Accord. Vehicle was traveling west on the ramp to US 22 and exiting from exit 28 of I-99 South. While traveling at this location, the operator was unable to maintain control of the vehicle during a winter storm and traveled off of the roadway and onto the shoulder where the vehicle struck a snow embankment. There was no injuries, and he is being charged for operating a vehicle at an unsafe speed. So there you go with that. Let's check out Huntington while we're here. Can everybody still hear me? Oh, we got more. We got some more. So we got news from Huntington too. So we're on a roll here with this, with the news for today. And then we'll get into criminal charges filed in a district court. Doesn't look like a whole lot was going on in Huntington. Nothing important of nature. Theft by deception occurred on November 29th of 2023 on Krogan Pike, in Shirley Township. State police responded to an identity theft for a report of a possible identity theft. Upon investigation, it was discovered that unknown suspect used the personal information of a 62-year-old male from Shirleysburg to attempt to scam him with fraudulent checks. So there you go with that. All right. Criminal charges filed in district court. We got 2 for Bedford, and we've got 5 for Altoona. So here you go. Here's Bedford. 39-year-old Jennifer Nicole Garner of Saxton has been charged with simple assault and harassment. This stemming from an incident on December the 7th of 2023 in the borough of Saxton. She was arraigned on January the 8th of 2024 and released on $25,000 unsecured bail. A preliminary hearing has been scheduled for January the 24th. 28-year-old Nellie Richardson of Bedford has been charged with unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. This stemming from an incident on December the 14th of 2023 in East St. Clair Township. She is awaiting a preliminary hearing. Okay, so there is Bedford County criminal charges filed in district court. So we got 5 for Altoona. So here we go. 53-year-old Kenneth Ray Sweeney of Tyrone has been charged with DUI, unsafe driving, driving under the influence of alcohol and or a controlled substance, disregard of traffic lane, careless driving, and failure to use a safety belt. This stemming from an incident on September the 3rd of 2023 in the city of Altoona. He is awaiting a preliminary hearing. 54-year-old David Howard Sanders of Fallen Timber, Pennsylvania, has been charged with providing a false written statement to purchase a firearm and statement under penalty of law. This stemming from an incident on November the 16th of 2022 in Allegheny Township. He was arraigned on January the 9th of 2024 and released on $10,000 on secured bail. A preliminary hearing has been scheduled for January 25th. 31-year-old Eliza Marie McCauley of Altoona has been charged with tampering with physical evidence, possession of a controlled substance not prescribed to her, and possession of drug paraphernalia. This stemming from an incident on December the 4th of 2023 in the city of Altoona. A preliminary hearing has been scheduled for February the 7th. Okay, I hope everybody can still hear me. We have just a few more. Ambrose Joseph Bowers, no age given, of Altoona, has been charged with stalking and criminal mischief. This stemming from an incident on November the 23rd of 2023 in the city of Altoona. He was arraigned on January the 8th of 2024 and released on $25,000 on secured bail. A preliminary hearing has been scheduled for January the 31st. 68-year-old Lynn Esther Sullivan of Hollidaysburg has been charged with providing a false written statement to purchase or transfer a firearm and statement under penalty of law. This stemming from an incident on November 22nd of 2022 in Hollidaysburg. She was arraigned on January the 9th of 2024 and released on $20,000 on secured bail. A preliminary hearing has been scheduled for January 23rd. Okay, and this last one, I'm not sure if I played it, but if I did, you'll hear it again. Okay, that's different. It's this one. 31-year-old Eliza Marie McCauley of Altoona has been charged with tampering with physical evidence, possession of a controlled substance not prescribed to her, and possession of drug paraphernalia. This stemming from an incident on December the 4th of 2023 in the city of Altoona. A preliminary hearing has been scheduled for February the 7th. Okay, and that is the news for this hour. I have yet to check the criminal charges filed in the district court for yesterday. I was a little busy this morning, and I do want to tell you that I have volunteered my services for every Wednesday at the Overflow Church in Altoona. They serve a meal on Wednesday nights, and I will be basically monitoring the dining room area where people are eating. Maybe to restore law and order, to help people be seated, to maybe get their food and bring it to their table for those who are handicapped and can't stand in line for a whole lot. They also, I might be working out a deal with them. They opened up this past Monday a shelter upstairs and downstairs in the dining room area. Upstairs will be for men, and in the dining room area it will be for women. I might be checking the men in every night to get them situated and to get them to their cot. The hours of The hours for the people to be there is 9 o'clock at night is when they can start coming in, and everybody has to get up by 6:15 a.m. and be out of there every single day. So I agreed to, at night, I would monitor, or I would check in those who were sleeping there, and I would show them to their cot, and I would check them in. I would ask them for their ID, check them in, and then I'm not going to stay there all night, but they need 2 people to like monitor all night. They've already got the 2 people, but they said that one of the people might be in agreement to allow me to check them in, and then when I'm done checking everybody in, he can come in and sit all night with them to make sure there is law and order. So that's at the Overflow Church in Altoona, and during the summer hours, I will be helping them with cookouts. I will be helping them with all kinds of community events. So all you people from Altoona, come out and see me during the summertime, but I will be there every Wednesday night at 5:30. Well, no, every Wednesday night at 4:30 to help in the dining room, to either keep law and order or to help people, get their meal to the table, help clean up, help keep the dining room under control, stop all the riffraff, if there is riffraff. Not saying that there is, but I have agreed to volunteer. So I will be at the Overflow Church every Wednesday at 4:30 until about 6 o'clock. And just thought you guys would like to know. I dig it. I used to do that a long time ago, and I can help out. It'll kind of balance out all the negative things that I do as the bad guy. So all the negative news I have to report on. And I did have a talk with the guy at the Overflow Church, and I just basically, me and him had an interesting chat about some of the people that might be coming through there. And me and them have an understanding. I've been a criminal news reporter for 16 years, so their guard's up. They're going to help everybody, but I made sure the guard was up when it comes to just be careful when you're dealing with people, because you never know who you're dealing with. Me, myself, I'm used to it. I expect it, so I'm always ready for it. But I think it'll be an exciting adventure for me. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I helped them out last night. That's at the Overflow Church on 2nd Street in Altoona. So with that, you've been watching the Bedford-Blair County Free Press. And I am the bad guy, the head of the table, the cameraman. Testing competition when the war does their mission. Not no mercy, see the race like the street. If you don't know, you better find out the wolf pack. It'll prove a point. Number one, just believe that you don't want to dance with them. I'll be there for them. Coming to ring with them, you're never walking out again. Turn your back on the wolf pack.